Hi everyone, welcome back to Linux. Today we are going to see about recent update in keras and why the TensorFlow Hub doesn't support it by any keras. I recently watching some tutorial videos about TensorFlow and they will build this simple model actually, but it's in a bigger model, and they will build this simple model and they will run it and they will don't get any error because that video is around 4 to 5 years old. And recently Google released the keras version 3 around 2023 I think. And this due to this update, the keras doesn't the keras version 3 no longer support the TensorFlow hub. Before the keras version 3, something keras 2.x, the that version is tightly coupled to any TensorFlow, and Google decided to not do that anymore, and they will separate the that tightly coupled into TensorFlow to, you know, they just make the keras which is no longer depend on TensorFlows. So if you do this, it will give an error. Of course, it takes some time to load the parameters. And if you go to this website, this is TensorFlow Hub website, right? And it looks normal, right? But if you go to models web pages, yeah, recently around I think 2020, yearly 2023, most of the models are AI. We can visit that this website. If you click now, it will go to Kaggle page. They shifted all the models to in a Kaggle and no longer given an update to in a TensorFlow Hub models. Here you can see that the only instance of keras layer can be added to in a sequential model. Received TensorFlow Hub. This means the keras version 3 no longer support the TensorFlow Hub. So I have been searching the answers in YouTube. No one put this video, so I decided to put this. And to in the new version we can do this by this way. This is due to the most of the pre-trained models are in TensorFlow Hub, so they decided to move all the NLP models to, you know, the keras underscore NLP dot models. And similarly, some of the um, computer vision models are moved to keras dot CV. We can download any models in this keras dot CV, the vision models, and if you run this it will don't give any error. It's just in a normal layer same as this above. It will take some times to load the parameters and create the model, and due to this, if you are taking any courses, no, like that course which are 4 years old or 5 years old, some syntax will be varies because it will no longer support this. You can see here we have in a model to show the model layers, summary. It will give that this model layers. Usually this is how it looks. But if you want to do some such a videos in tutorial which are 3 years or 4 and 5 years old, we can downgrade this keras into version 2.x or something. In Colab, we actually don't need to reinstall the 2.4 version, so 2 point some x version, because the it's already pre-installed in Colab. That's in tensor import tf.keras. In this library, this keras it's 2.x, and we can do whatever the videos they're teaching in the older videos we can use whenever they use the tf.keras, we can use tf_keras that place. To re-implement this, to re-implement this, we can do this by following this way. Actually, it's quite larger because we separated some pre-processing layer and some model layer. Rest of it's similar. At last, it will give some single digit. If you do this, it will work. Think so. The most important thing is whenever, yeah, it's worked and it will give in a summary. Whenever you want to use in a TensorFlow Hub, you have to use the tf.keras, not in a tf.keras. And you have to replace everything within a keras.layers because we aliased as keras. So this is how it will done, and this is a major update, and major things are remain same. That's it. Let's see on next video.